Is this Tesla's figures and Boston Dynamics' greatest competitor? Today on AI News, I'll show you two brand new humanoids and what they can do. But first, EngineAI just released this new footage of its upgraded T800 with no CGI, and they're preparing to produce 10,000 humanoids per year from this new production line. This is the T800 with a starting price, according to the website, of $40,000, featuring a 360-degree LiDAR system and multiple depth cameras, as well as an N97 processor, 275 tera operations per second of compute, and it's built entirely in-house. They've already increased production capacity by 40% to build one humanoid every 15 minutes. But when it comes to power, it packs max joint torque of 450 Newton meters, equal to a Ford F-150 truck or twice the kicking force of a pro athlete, with a payload capacity of 5 kilograms per hand, which is about 11 pounds, and each hand has integrated tactile sensors. Plus, its legs integrate an active cooling system that can prevent it from overheating during strenuous tasks. In terms of its full body, they've already started using these automated tools for production, fastening, gluing, and laser welding to increase the efficiency by 40% to scale up to 30,000 to 50,000 units soon. Every robot now has to pass 79 comprehensive quality inspections and 46 simulation tests before delivery. And when it comes to this robot's battery and power architecture, it's using a solid-state lithium battery that is modular, meaning that it can be swapped out for another battery very quickly, and it will last between 4 to 5 hours, depending on the exertion level of its work. And when it comes to the full body articulation, it's 43 degrees of freedom. But the real question here is, what else can this be applied to in terms of real-world productive use cases? What would justify this $40,000 price tag? Leave it in the comments down below. So far, we've seen other robots doing sorting and other factory work, but this robot seems to be showcasing its power even more so than what it's actually able to do with these dexterous hands that it has. And so far, we also know that it packs 64 gigabytes of onboard memory and operates with millisecond level data processing, with the software being built entirely full stack in-house. Another brand new robot from UBTECH just dropped. This is the Walker C1, and this is one-time speed with no CGI or AI generation. This is the real robot. You can see that its feet don't articulate, meaning that its toes don't bend. So it's actually balancing on its toes and making these jumps. So far, we don't have much info on this robot in terms of specs, but if we watch this again, we can see that this does seem to have probably well over 40 degrees of freedom throughout its entire body. Fully dexterous hands. We can see these fingers moving, and looks like it also has a few degrees of freedom in that waist right there to be able to pull off these moves. But comment down below how much you think this will cost. But there's also another sneak peek of LimX's newest Luna robot. This is also doing dances, although they didn't say on the screen whether or not this is AI or CGI. But let's watch it again, and you tell us down below in the comments whether or not you think that this is an actual physical demo or if this is a CGI or simulation, just for the sake of a preview. Then we have Persona AI. This is their Gen 1 doing some morning stretches in their Persona headquarters in Houston, Texas. And they also said that in here somewhere is the Gen 2 footage. Maybe it's the robot in the back there. Comment down below if you know which is the Gen 2. But the company states that so far they've built 5 of their Gen 1 humanoids, and this is the Gen 2, the black one, walking across. And they're getting ready to release the Gen 2. But when it comes to highly useful dexterous robot hands, AGILink OmniHand Pro just paired up with Flexive Robotics Force Control to be able to carry out some of these automated tasks as shown below. Here it looks like it's using an iron to seal something on to the surface. And they say that by combining real-time motion capture from the Manus Meta Glove using the Omni Hand, they're able to bring human intent closer to robotic execution. And all of these robot releases could be because Figure just finished a 200-hour-long live stream sorting just under 250,000 packages without stop. So comment down below, which of these robots seen today do you think is going to be the market leader, or could it be Tesla's upcoming Optimus 3 or the newest version of Boston Dynamics Atlas? And finally, the Google Antigravity research team just successfully demoed the viability of asynchronous, multi-agent AI networks by orchestrating an autonomous system to build a functional computer operating system from a single prompt. The AI system was tasked with constructing a baseline operating system that was capable of executing the open-source video game Freedoom. And to achieve this, the network had to build all required architectural layers from scratch, including the kernel, process management, memory allocation systems, file systems, and low-level video and keyboard hardware drivers. And when quantified, the network deployed 93 specialized subagents working concurrently. The deployment consumed 15,314 independent model calls and processed over 339 million raw input tokens. So when factoring in automated output generation, continuous context catching, and model thinking processes, the cumulative volume exceeded 2.6 billion tokens. And financially speaking, the project demonstrated high economic viability for automated software creation. At current API pricing, the cumulative computing cost to engineer the functional operating system totaled just $916.92, marking a notable architectural leap over the previous generation model Gemini 3.1 Pro, which consistently failed to complete the task using identical parameters. And the team noted structural limitations within the autonomously generated code. Because the system received no human-in-the-loop debugging or manual redirection, it lacks several advanced features like floating point mathematics, hardware acceleration, complex multi-threading, sandbox security, just-in-time compilation, and advanced audio-video decoding algorithms. In fact, the experiment used Google's newly released Gemini 3.5 Flash model to execute the complex software engineering sprint entirely without human intervention. And the primary objective here was to test the limits of asynchronous fire-and-forget multi-agent coordination under massive computational scale. Anyways, like and subscribe, and check out this video here for more of the latest in AI and robotics news, and thanks for watching.